Scorpio, we're doing it. How's it going? All right, so, I'm doing all of the Mars signs today. I've done Aries, I've done Capricorn, and I'm giving you guys 30 seconds to Mars as your background music for this month. A lot of other signs, every sign got a background music, set, band, something. And I just thought appropriate for you guys to get 30 seconds to Mars. And it's been pretty magical thus far, so let's continue with you. I'm using their album that's called A Beautiful Lie for you. And there's a track on this album that's called The Battle of One, towards the end of the album. So if you want to check that song out, check it out. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and if you have Pluto in Scorpio, and most certainly if you have Mars there, and if you have Sun in the 8th house, okay, because I've dated someone who is a Pisces Sun, but Pisces is their 8th house, so that's kind of like Scorpionic. If you guys could like the video whenever, you feel like it, that would be great. Once we get the reading started, I'm just going to shuffle one more time. Wow, yeah, there you go. Sun and Scorpio. Shuffle one more time. And then I'm going to lay it out. So, at the end of the reading, in the Venus placement, I'm going to pull a Romance Angels Oracle card. And then I'm also going to pull a corresponding soulmate card. All right, so I've shuffled. I'm going to cut the deck now, and then I'm going to lay the cards out, and we're going to get going. Ooh, one of the cards already wants to come out. How's it been going, Scorpio? What is going on with you? I feel like it's been kind of quiet on that side of the chart, on those sides of the tracks. I don't know why I just started thinking of a weed. Maybe it's because of the word tracks. Oh, word. What's going on, Scorpio? This is kind of fierce to start out with. So wait a minute now. Your family is expanding, or it has expanded? I hope there is no kind of, what do they call the twins that are born within the same year or whatnot? I forget what it is. Britney Spears has those. Anyway, you got the 10 of Cups. So this is wonderful. This is Mars in Pisces. And this is water energy. So you can definitely feel it. You know what I mean? The Sun is in Pisces right now. And, the Sun and Mars, they have, exalted energy. They switch signs, So there's something there. Anyway, this is you putting more energy into your family, right? Into the aspect of what family means to you. You're trying to create more emotional experiences for the family. You guys might be planning things for the spring, just to kind of like celebrate the idea of family. This Jupiter rules the 10, so this could be a family trip that you might be wanting to put some energy into, Scorpio. You did get the honeymoon card one week, the week of Valentine's Day, and I said it may not be a honeymoon, but it may be a vacation, and I said it may not be the vacation that you want of your dreams, but it'd be something. So this could be the family going on vacay with you, but you're like, you guys are in that bungalow and we are over here, or whatnot. This could also be, hey, hope you're doing well, Virgo full moon shift to some tough energy, Scorpio and Moon, Venus, Pluto, Saturn, all of my first. Oh, you have Pluto and Saturn in the first house too? Right, because you're born after October of 1983. At least, I know that. Because I'm born in October of 83. And Pluto was at like almost 28, 20... No, you're born maybe 84, 85. Anyway, Pluto definitely in the first house with Saturn. Heavy. I have both of them. Conjunct. Okay? And squaring my Cancer moon at 29 degrees. Anyway, this is your family expanding, or this is a trip going with the family. It's the awareness that anything can happen and anything is possible, and you feel really great. You might be feeling like the family is something that you, Sun, Jupiter, Mercury, 8th house. Yeah, there you go. Right, you got all the 8th house energy. This could also be you putting some energy into making a sacrifice that might be dealing with the family, or you might be sacrificing being around family to move in that sense. You might be vulnerable to, the family experience right now. You might be going through something, and the family might just be being a little bit too aggressive and trying to get a response from you, or an emotional response from you, or a reaction from you. Maybe your family has been triggering you and giving you a reason to react emotionally. Because the tens are talking about something growing, swelling, expanding, gotten big, feelings, family, you know, opportunity, chance, that type of thing. Anyway, so we'll just continue to move on. Let's look at your center. Now listen, Scorpio. Y'all better stop. Now, at the beginning of this reading, when I saw the Ten of Cups here, I was like, okay, expanding the family. And then I was like, is somebody pregnant? And now I'm like, is somebody pregnant again? That's why I said, what do they call it? It's not Irish twins. I don't want to be politically incorrect or say anything that's going to offend anybody, but that's what I think they call it. Or this could be getting a pet. That is expanding the family. You guys could be thinking about getting a pet. You know what I mean? But in the center of your reading, you got the Ace of Wands. So this is really amazing. This is like potent energy of new beginnings, something action taking place, right? Someone's taking action. It's the awareness that action needs to be taken on something. And it might expanding the family, going on a family trip, making the family aware of something that's going to affect the whole family. The family could be moving. You could be switching houses, that type of thing. If you're renovating, surprise, the contractor got back to you, they're all done, you can move in. Or, this might be the go-ahead on a project that's going to be beneficial for the whole family. Okay, so challenging that beginning, that potent energy of intensity and influence as well, and leadership. The Ace of Wands do have to talk about like spring. I get Aries energy with that. So this could be April. You know what I mean? That's the beginning of the lunar year. And tens talk about completions. Pisces complete the zodiacal year, right? And then Aries begins it. So you guys are completing something, and then you're beginning something, and it's with a lot of energy. And the challenge is that you actually have been waiting, right? Hi, darling. You were challenged by something. It's like the growth of your awareness of a commitment that you had, or it could even be just like the expansiveness of like the awareness of, how committed you are to your family, right? And it's on a spiritual level. You are reminded, right? Because this is the awareness of something. You are reminded through spirit about just how connected you are to your family. And two cards just popped, I knocked them over, so I'm going to pick them up and read them to you now instead of at the end of the reading. Sorry about that. Wow, this is for you, honey. Scorpio, if it wasn't. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Some of you know what that is. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So that's for some of y'all. I'm gonna have to shuffle these again, or just pull from the top. But those are two cards that fell out for some of y'all. Guys were challenged, you were tested, and it was en route somewhere. You're looking to advance forward with something, but it's going to take you understanding what a spiritual challenge is meant for you to learn. You know what I mean? Because you're growing. This is a growth process for you. Right? This is the beginning of a growth process, or the ending of a phase has occurred, and now you are at the beginning of this new phase, which is going to be a testing challenge for you. It's going to be like, it's almost like your third eye is being opened through spirituality, through the family. You're starting to see things. You're starting to notice things. You're looking around you at the people that you love, and they have sparked an awareness inside of you of how committed you are to your life and this life and to them. And it could be your children, right? You're committed to that. Because Sagittarius does have to do with like where you come from and where you're going. and your children come from you. And when your children come from you, you send them out into the world to have experiences, to learn, to cultivate, a life for themselves, learn different cultures, things like that. Okay? It might be like children learning a new language or something like that. Anyway, let me just pull some more cards for you guys. I like the way this energy is going in the reading. Some of you are feeling confused by something. Some of you are you're being your mental capacity is being tested, and it might have to do with everything that's going on, right? With the family expanding, or with something growing, a pet, something like that. Or this could be like a family member moving into the house with the rest of you and your family. You might be feeling like, oh, I don't know how this is going to work out. You might be worried a little bit about it. Whatever this is that's coming in, that's growing and that's initiating, right? You sort of are feeling a little bit overwhelmed, Jupiter, by like the thought process and like the details of something, Gemini. This is talking about you having to open your mind, right? Expand your mind a little bit so that you can adapt to whatever it is that is challenging you. Whatever you're being tested by, maybe it's challenging you to open your mind to it, right? Don't become vulnerable to this. That's how you can stay strong within this situation or this circumstance. Um, it is about being twisted and pulled and things like that. You have to maintain your sense of malleability in your mind and your concepts and your perceptions about things. You should be able to change the way you saw something. It doesn't have to be the way that it always was, okay? That's why it's like this initiation, this new beginning of something, or this change, right? This change of focus, this phase is testing you, and you're worried about it because it's not going to be the same way that it always was, right? Because it's like, the a commitment is something that you kind of like become used to because you're committed to that thing. But then, like, there's going to be creation that comes out of commitments that you have, which is going to change things for you. So you have to be able to adapt to those changes and understand how you are also serving your best and your highest purpose by stepping into whatever it is that the universe is trying to get you to see or be or live in. My video froze. It looks like it's still going, but I'm just gonna wait and see if anything different happens. I don't want to lose y'all. Oh, I don't know, let me see. I'm just gonna try to pause it. I don't know. Hopefully it'll pop back up. But yeah, so it's talking about how you should be committed to creating new possibilities, right? For your family and things like that. You want to let things happen. You want to let the flow of life kind of like guide you. Be okay with things maybe not being so set in stone right away. Oh my God, this video. Sorry, you guys. Oh, Lord. Sorry. I'm sorry, you guys. Comment if you can see me. Say something so that I know that I can keep going or if I need to stop. Because the timer is still going. And we're like 14 minutes in, so I don't really want to stop the video and start over. Scorpio, are you guys going to say anything? Can you not type? Oh, it's loud. Oh my God, okay. So you guys can hear the music, but you can't see me? I'm good. So I'm moving. Am I moving? I turn the music down for you. I know it's rock. Okay, so let me just keep going. Hopefully the video will. All right, good. So yeah, so don't feel guilty about this change that's coming in. Don't feel like, the number 8 is like giving me fixed energy. They're all related to like Sun, Leo, fixed energy, right? So it's like you not wanting to budge on something, but you need to change your concepts. You need to change the way you've always looked at things, and realize that there's a fresh take that you have to gain out of this. Okay, so in your moon position, you can. Great. So in your moon position, you have the Knight of Cups. That's also mutable as well. So it's almost like you are feeling some kind of way, right? You're letting your emotions maybe get the best of you in this situation. Someone might actually be trying to like talk you down to try to show you, what can be gained out of this. And this is probably a loved one, and they're showing you compassion by way of, trying to show you that they understand you and that you're not crazy. You just need to be, you need to temper yourself a little bit. You need to make yourself, yeah, you need to like be a little bit softer, understanding that you don't have to feel victimized by something just because it's changing and it's going to affect you. We're all affected by things all the time. We're affected by people that are strangers. We're affected by decisions that other countries make. We're affected by the weather. You're going to be affected. It's okay. We're in Pisces season. So if that message is for some of you Pisces out there, sure. But Scorpio, this is energy that you can deal with. You know what I mean? Also, it's like someone might be making a grand gesture of love towards you. They might be showing some compassion. They might be there to listen to you when you feel like no one else is. You shouldn't feel intimidated by this either. And this might be something that you may not be willing to receive from someone because you're just so much in your feelings. But open your eyes, okay? And understand that, this person has your best interest. Because the Knights talk about assistance in a way. Someone coming in and offering you something, providing you with something that is actually going to help you move, because it is a Knight and they do have sort of like a relationship towards the Chariot movement forward. I don't even know if you guys just saw that with the arm because the video still looks frozen, but okay, so let's look at the past. Wow. Okay, in the past position, you guys were dealing with a loss. You might have been dealing with the loss of someone that, you may have cared about, that you were committed to in a sense. It could have had something to do with work, definitely. It could have been an Aries, but it definitely might have been someone who was a Scorpio or someone who has Mars and Scorpio, because this is a Mars and Scorpio card. It's talking about respect. It's talking about boundaries. It's talking about, commitment and commitment issues, and maybe not wanting a situation to change that did change because it was out of your control. And that's, you feeling some kind of way because something might have been out of your control. And it really is just saying you have to count your losses and move on, really. I wouldn't even count my losses. I'd just be like, oh, I lost some stuff. Let me move on. So this is saying that you need to move on and you need to let this initiation take place. Something is ready to ignite. And there's like an engine that's ready to move forward when you are. Once you get through this phase of spiritual enlightenment that you're going through, or you're embarking on those phases of spiritual enlightenment, that's when you'll feel like you're progressively moving forward. But it does have to do with being tested emotionally and the severity of feeling tested. And it's not like you're being tested by people, because people make their own decisions and their own choices. You feel like you're being tested by the great, the universe. You're being tested by something that you can't see or control. And you are. We all are, always. I hope that my image is still moving for you guys, because I would hate for the whole video to be frozen. But nobody has said, like, stop. Anyway, so let me continue. Ooh, that's a good one. I always flip over the future card too soon. Wow. Okay, so wow. You better work, Sorry, I just did Capricorn. You better work, Scorpio. So, Scorpio, your card is here in the reading. Hold on one second, okay?